Hello everyone, Fresh Mika here with my Breadwinners rant. Now, as I said in my Alvin and the Chipmunks video, that I was also going to include the Bromance Trope as a part of this rant on the show. And we're going to get there. So, without further ado, let's begin with the Breadwinners aspect of the rant first. Breadwinners is a very awful cartoon in my opinion. It's crude, immature, and disgusting. They're trying way too hard. It reminds me too much of Sanjay and Craig, where they try too hard at the immaturity as a way to be funny. Now, I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. I've seen the pilot. When it first premiered. I've even seen it on YouTube. When I saw it on YouTube originally, this was last year, when I did my upcoming Nicktoons video, I thought it was kind of stupid last year. That was my opinion. I didn't really see it as really being too much of a Nicktoons, and that was when they did their whole little shiny pants dance or whatever it was. That was kind of stupid. And the cartoon, with help from Nickelodeon's money, actually is just as stupid as the pilot was on the internet. It's like I said, it's crude and immature. I don't really see what's that interesting about Breadwinners. It's Nick's shot at trying to be gross, have gross out humor, and that whole little slogan Nick has, what is it called? Funny is here, or funny lives here, or whatever it's called. It's not true, Nickelodeon. This stuff's not funny. Your slogan should be immaturity at its finest, because that's what your network has become. If it was not for the fact that Alvin and the Chipmunks was coming on your network, I would not give you a chance whatsoever. I honestly I only watch Nicktoons Network now, and I only watch Nickelodeon sometimes. But Nicktoons is getting a second rant for their choices that they've been doing. That's coming soon. You guys are going to hear what that is. But it's like Nickelodeon isn't trying anymore. And I think Breadwinners proves that Nickelodeon doesn't care anymore. Also, the fact that Awesomeness TV has been renewed for a second season and is coming back tells me that Nickelodeon isn't really trying anymore. Breadwinners, as I said, is a disgusting cartoon. I wouldn't show that to any child under the age of 5. Because to me, but even then I wouldn't show it to them. Breadwinners should not be seen by anyone in school. I mean, if you're in pre-K and above, you have no business watching Breadwinners. It's like, I don't know, it doesn't look like it would be funny to anyone in a school system who should know right from wrong. It wouldn't be funny for any child, really, but just those that are in school should know better than to find this funny. It's the same thing with Sanjay and Craig. It's not funny, it's disgusting, it's crude, it's trying too hard. It's like the direction that SpongeBob is taking. But the only reason why SpongeBob is taking the direction it has is because Nickelodeon was dumb enough to hire people who used to work at Rant and Stimpy to write their stuff for them, knowing that they're still stuck in the 90s. It's like everyone's trying to be Rant and Stimpy. I guess it's the best way to sum up Nickelodeon. Nickelodeon is trying to go back to the golden era. Nickelodeon, this is not the way to do it. Trying to make everything Ren and Stimpy-ish is not clever. This gross out humor is not as clever as it was during Ren and Stimpy. And I'm sorry, but it's not going to get you any points with anyone. Breadwinners is one of the things that has destroyed you as a network, because it shows that you're catering too much to people who are trying to be like their idols, and that's not creative at all. Look at Sanjay and Craig. Even if the people just worked at places like Bob's Burgers and at regular show, they're taking too much from the shows. They're not bringing any creativity on their own, because in ways it's just way too similar to their predecessors. It's not creative at all, and that's what is losing you points. Nickelodeon, bring in something creative, like with the Alvin and the Chipmunks cartoon. I mean, it's still Alvin and the Chipmunks, but it's one of the original creators or the wife of the son of the creator. Do something like that. Stop bringing in people who aren't original. I mean, and some people may say the Chipmunks aren't going to be that original either, but at least we're going back to a classic, to the way it used to be, instead of let's just hire someone who used to work for our competitors, used to work for our rivals, and they're pretty much not bringing any ideas of their own. Because that's honestly what I see when I look at Breadwinner shows like Breadwinners and Sanjay and Craig. Although that was talking more towards Sanjay and Craig, but it's like people aren't creative anymore. Everyone is doing the same thing. Everyone is following tropes, and everyone knows if you decide to follow a trope, there's only so much creativity you can add to it, and even then you've got to really make yourself stand out. Breadwinners doesn't stand out, nor does Sanjay and Craig. These shows don't stand out. They're the same old recycled garbage over and over again. Like when the pilot of Breadwinners, Stanky Bird, everyone that saw that pretty much should automatically went something smells and left it at that. And even the Frogs Day Afternoon, that was too stupid. I didn't even watch that. It was just embarrassing. Enough talking about how Breadwinners is pretty much uncreative and awful. Let's get to the Bromance Trope. This trope has been done to death. I'm tired of seeing shows about best friends going on adventures. That's not funny anymore. It's not creative anymore. There's only so much you can do with that trope. Can we see something new? I'm tired of the best friends going on adventures. I'm tired of the two best bros always hanging out and doing stuff together. That's not funny anymore. It's not creative anymore. It's starting to get boring. So all I can say is, can we switch it up? Can we leave that trope, please? Can we just bury that trope? Get rid of it. It's not funny anymore. I'm tired of the best friends going on adventures, and I think everyone can agree with me. The trope's getting old. We need something new. Because I was okay with Adventure Time and even regular show using the trope, but when everyone started to do it, it got uncreative fast. So just stop with the Bromance Trope. Let it go. Alrighty everyone, that's pretty much all for this review, rant, whatever you can call it. Breadwinners is awful. It's a sign of Nickelodeon's uncreativeness and unwillingness to change. And the Bromance Trope needs to die. Alrighty everyone, that's all for now. Fresh Mika's out.